What if I told you? The real drama of Love Island doesn't end in the villa. It actually begins after the cameras stop rolling. Because recently, Love Island USA star Nic Vansteenberghe just dropped a surprising update about his friendships with fellow cast members, and it's not exactly what fans expected. After spending weeks forming intense connections inside the villa, viewers often assume those bonds last forever. But Nic is now revealing a much more real and honestly relatable side of what happens when reality TV ends and real life begins. In his recent update, Nic opened up about how relationships with his fellow islanders have naturally changed over time. And here's the truth. Once everyone leaves that controlled environment, things don't stay the same. Inside the villa, friendships are formed under constant proximity, shared experiences, and emotional highs. But outside, life gets busy, priorities shift, and suddenly those daily conversations turn into occasional check-ins. Nic made it clear that while there's still love and respect among the cast, not everyone remains as close as they once were. And that's something fans don't always see coming. What makes this even more interesting is how fans build strong expectations around these friendships. During the show, viewers watched bonds grow between Nic and other contestants, seeing them laugh together, support each other, and go through intense moments side by side. But according to Nic, maintaining those same connections in the real world is a completely different challenge. Careers, travel, personal goals, all of it creates distance, and in many ways, that distance is natural. Now, this doesn't mean there's drama or bad blood. In fact, Nic emphasized that there's no major fallout. It's just life happening. Some friendships remain strong, while others fade into more casual connections. And honestly, that's something most people can relate to. Think about your own life. School friends, old classmates, people you once talked to every day. Not all of those relationships stay the same forever. And that's exactly what Nic is highlighting here. At the same time, Nic himself has been focused on building his own path after the show. From exploring music and DJing to stepping into new opportunities, his attention has shifted toward personal growth. And that's another reason why maintaining constant connections becomes harder. Because everyone from the show is doing the same thing, chasing their own goals and building their own identity outside of Love Island. And then there's the fan perspective. Many viewers still hold on to the idea of a Love Island family, expecting everyone to stay tight forever. But Nic's update kind of breaks that illusion and replaces it with something more real. These are people who shared an intense experience, yes, but they're also individuals with separate lives. And sometimes that means growing apart without any negativity involved. But here's the twist. Even though some friendships have changed, the impact of those connections hasn't disappeared. The memories, the experiences, the emotional bonds, they still matter. And in many ways, those moments inside the villa continue to shape who they are outside of it. So while the friendships may look different today, they're not meaningless. They've just evolved. And that's what makes this update so interesting. It pulls back the curtain on reality TV and shows us what actually happens after the spotlight fades. Not everything is permanent, not everything is dramatic, but everything is real. So the next time you watch a show like Love Island, remember this. The biggest story isn't just about who couples up. It's about what happens when the cameras turn off. And sometimes, that story is even